Hello. Like Patty said, my name is Tommi Krogerus. I'm a development director at Critical Force. And actually, I want to congratulate whoever put me after Arja to talk here, because her talk really supplements mine, because the problems that she was talking about are the problems, or the solutions that I'm offering are to the problems that she was presenting. So yes. Yeah, clicker, sorry. So I will start by talking about our company, Critical Force, for a while. So Critical Force is a mobile game company in northern Finland, in a small town of around 30,000 people called Kajaani. And I see several Kajaani people there. Could you raise your hand for a while? As you can see, in a room of this size, so many game developers from Kajaani. It is truly a hotbed of game development in there. You might have heard about Kajaani in such context as #KajaaniBuzz. If you don't follow that before every event in Nordic countries, there will be very fun pictures and stories there. Or #KajaaniAlwaysWins, which is more self-explanatory for you. It has relating to gaming competitions and such. You will find out about that once you do some research. Anyway, at Critical Force, we create highly appealing and competitive player experiences that define a new standard on mobile. And from that, the good example is our flagship product, Critical Ops, that currently boasts of 27 million organic downloads. Around a year ago, we got the investment from NHN Entertainment from Korea. That investment allowed us to expand and grow rapidly. So currently we have offices in Kajaani, Finland, and Seoul, Korea. We have around 60 people on our payroll, making us largest gaming company in Finland outside the capital area. Yes, as you noticed, today's talk is about Critical Force Academy, as you might have guessed from my little pitch earlier. This is our solution to employment problem in the games industry that we are facing today. The academy itself is organized together with Kajaani University of Applied Sciences. The Kajaani University has the oldest and best game development studies in Finland. And these studies, they were founded by the founder of Critical Force, VP Piirainen. The academy itself, it's a special training program for the best and brightest of Kajaani University's game development students. And for some of them, it can be a direct path to employment at Critical Force. The academy itself, it operates mainly inside the Kajaani University of Applied Sciences, using its premises, its equipment, and its teachers. We, as a company, bring in our knowledge and expertise from professional mobile games development. You all probably know that the learning curve in this industry can be incredibly steep. Each year we get new technologies, new platforms, new engines. It would be impossible for any student to learn all this in 3.5 years. So Kajaani University of Applied Sciences provides a great base for the students to go anywhere in the games industry, be it AAA, indie, mobile, PC, console, all of these different areas. But all of these areas require highly specialized skills, in addition to great base. And that's where we step in. We bring our knowledge from the professional mobile game development to the students. And we do this by organizing workshops, organizing weekly coaching and feedback sessions to the students by professionals from our company and from other companies. And all of these are just so that the students can learn the skills that they require in professional mobile game development. Skills that any company hiring them would have to teach them anyway when they start working in the company itself. Of course, you want to know why we do this. Well, we want to help people. By organizing the academy, we help 4 different groups of people. First, Kajaani University of Applied Sciences. It is the cradle from which Critical Force was born, and many of our developers have their roots in the Kajaani University's game development studies. Now that we can, we want to give something back. Second, as I mentioned earlier, Finland has an employee shortage on the games industry, and yet each year 100 students graduate with game development diploma from universities across the country. During this day and age, finding employment can be difficult for anybody. But if you think that you are trying to find employment from games industry with just your university diploma, this can be a nightmare. We want to help students to get their first job in the games industry and tackle the employment problem from that side also. Then there's of course us. Since Kajaani University of Applied Sciences provides the best studies, it stands to reason that the best young talent comes out of that university. And you might know that with the young talent, young developers, the skills are not the most important thing that you are looking for. Fit to the company culture, motivation, how fast they can learn. All of this is much more important to junior talent than the skills that they possess when they are hired. In normal situation, it's HR personnel's job to find the answer to all of these questions in a 1-hour interview. And if there are any HR persons there, you know that it is not an easy job. With Critical Force Academy, we have several months' time to find the answers to these questions and figure out who fits into our company. And, well, that's quite an easy job, actually. And the fourth and the last one is all of you guys. By teaching these skills to the students, we make it more easier for you to hire them. And as Arja said, it is a risk to hire new people. So knowing that the students actually know the skills required for the mobile game development, or at least some of them, it makes much more safe for you to hire those young people. This year was our pilot year, the first time that we actually made this. We learned a lot this year. We learned what the university wants from academy. We learned what the students want from the academy. And we learned what we want from the academy. But what we have not learned yet is what you want from the academy. So after my talk, after the questions and answers and so on, if you have ideas, please come to talk to me. Let me know what you think that the students would need to learn in the academy. We did several things well this year, some things not so well, but things that we did well. The first of all is the application process. You've probably all been there. A junior talent, junior developer is applying a position in your company. They sent you a cover letter that, well, it sucks. They sent you a CV that lacks crucial information, and once they get to the interview, they have not prepared at all. They have not played your game, they don't know anything about your company, and when you ask, why would you like to work for us? Well, I need to get paid. This wastes your time, this wastes the students' time, it wastes everybody's time. So what we do is that we organize the application process for the Critical Force Academy that mirrors the real-life process. The students need to make the application, they need to send the CV, and they will get an interview. Very similar interview that we give to any developers that apply for our company. And after all this, we give them feedback for all of these 3 things. The application, the CV, the interview, so that once they apply for a job, they are much better prepared. They know what to do, and they will not waste your time. In addition to that, of course, like I mentioned, the workshop, the coaching, the feedback, this we will keep doing, because these are the things that will teach the students the skills that are required. They are the core of the academy, basically. This year, during the summer, we had several months, long period of the academy. We met several very promising candidates in there. This proved to us that the academy itself works on 2 out of the 4 fronts designed. First of all, Kajaani University of Applied Sciences still produces great young talent that is eager to show their skills. Second, the 1 semester long academy is long enough to find out the true talent, to find out who fits in our company, because that's what we get out of it, of course, is to get the young talent that we want in our company. What remains yet to be seen is how much the academy teachings help the students on getting a job, the first position in the games industry. And also it remains to be seen how much the academy itself helps the Finnish game industry as a whole. It of course sounds like a lofty goal, but hey, why start small? What we also found out that the professionals from our company that designed and gave the workshop to students found that the making and giving the workshop is a really great break from the routine of the games industry. I mean, I know we are in creative industry and we don't like routines, but to be honest, there are routines. So that was a nice break from them, and also they found new ways of looking on their own specialization when they had to go back to the roots on how they do things, because everybody has specialized their way of working on themselves, and when you teach others, you need to go to the basics and strip away the way you do things. Yes, the future of the Critical Force Academy. Well, since we are in the games industry, you know what we do. We iterate, and then we iterate some more, and we iterate again. So you could think that this pilot year, this was our first version of the academy. We did it, we put it out there, we got some user feedback from the students. Now we take the feedback, we fix things that we can, we try it again next year, we get some more feedback, and keep on doing it, as with everything in the games industry. But what we found out this year ourselves that we think that needs to be done, and this is for you guys when you come to tell me what needs to be taught, this is what we think, so also reflect on that. First of all, what we need to find out is the true talent from the students. There are many different levels of students, and in there are good ones, and then there are really good ones. And like Arja told us, the true talent is very rare. So we need to focus on trying to find that. Because Korean University teaches us students a lot. It offers a great base. So once we add something on top of that, only the best ones can get full profit from it. So we want truly to find the best ones to take into the academy. Then, the next thing are the skills that we need to teach them. We need to focus on the most important skills on a mobile games development and make sure that they learn this. 1 semester is a very short time to teach many skills. So, if after the talk you come to talk to me, this is one of the main things that I want to find out. What are the skills you think that students need to learn to come to work on your studio? Because for 1 semester, which would be around 3 to 4 months, having once a week coaching, feedback, then additional workshops on that, we cannot teach too many things to the students. So let's focus on the important ones. And the last, but for sure not the least, that we want to teach the students is the thing from which the name of the talk comes from, turning students into professionals, is that you all know that the leap from making a student game project to making a commercial game project that millions of people will probably play, it's a huge leap. And for a young student to make that leap, it will take a long time to understand what actually is required. And we want to make the time that it takes for the young talent to take this leap to much shorter one. So we will try to teach them as much as we can what it is to be a professional in games industry. It is not just to make simple working prototype, you need to hone the skills, you need to hone the UI, you need to make sure that the UX is good, and you know all these things, you are developers. But the students might not yet know it. So we want to make the gap between student and the professional smaller by making students more professionals. Because, well, why would we want to make professionals more like students? That wouldn't really work. Yeah. That's the most of the talk. I will be taking questions now, or if you want, you can send me email on that address, or you can also catch me here. I will be here for the rest of the day. Thank you.
First of all, thank you for the compliment. The order is me and
it was
Tuomo.
you. Excellent job. But I know that you are good at this.
Do you guys have questions? Yes. Just a second.
Hello. So my name is Thomas. Nice talk. Thank you. So I have a question here regarding the curriculum of your academy. Yeah. So do you have any kind of courses where you teach students how to de-stress? Because I guess this industry is quite stressful and yeah.
Last year we didn't, but like I said, the things that we need to teach the students are something that we need to find out, and that is actually a really good idea that we need to look into. But unfortunately, we are a game development studio, and although many of our professionals for sure know how to do themselves that, it might be very difficult to teach, but I will have to talk with our HR department who specializes in our company on that thing, and it might be a really good idea to get into that also. Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, thanks for presentation. Is it any ways of entering the academy outside from the Kajaani?
Is it possible to apply to academy outside the Kajaani? This is not up to us. Like I said, the academy uses the Kajaani University of Applied Sciences premises, equipment, and teachers. So this would be something that would be needed to agree on with the Kajaani University of Applied Sciences itself. I mean, for us, if they go through the interview and we think that they are good enough, it doesn't really matter for us because we want the best people there. So that's something that need to be agreed with them.